We are live. And so we've got a bit of lag going on. Or do we? I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, this is the setup I've got. I'm going to move forward. This is the scam saga. So I'm hoping to get clearer on how to leverage my mistake, is what I was hoping to do. So I was trying to leverage the mistake and figure out how I could get something more out of it by doing an exercise that I did here. So I want to feel like I was getting something out of it instead of just feeling pangs of pity. So one of the activities I thought about doing was rewriting history exercise, which does some different things where I write what I would like to have had happened and then see what I can learn from that. But I didn't do that. But I did talk to people about it a lot because I had the intention to do something about it. So that was kind of helpful. And then I thought about doing a mind map, and I didn't do that. But then I finally did a self-talk worksheet. And the self-talk worksheet, I actually got some little points out of that too. So talking over with folks also helped me sort of think some things through. What I really learned was that I was trusting people to it's trusting the bank. This is the thing that really got me in the end. Anyway, so let me show you this first. So this is the worksheet that I did, and it has some different things that I fill out about what I was experiencing at the time, and then kind of a pie chart down here about how much of each of those I was experiencing. So physically, what I was paying attention to, emotionally, what I was paying attention to, I was thinking about this or that, and then what my self-talk was. And then this little comment at the bottom, I said that I really talked myself into the scam. I talked myself into it. My self-talk was all about making up stories that made this scam work. And who could have I spoken to was another question I asked myself at the end of this. Why might have I asked someone else a question? And then how quickly I took on the onus of trust is something I realized on here. I took it on. It's my responsibility to be the one to trust someone else. And the caveat, the one thing that I thought I was pretty sure it was a scam at one point, but I couldn't figure out how, because they'd sent me a check. This one right here, actually. And this check cleared the bank, I thought. So what happened is I scanned it on with my handy-dandy device here, and the bank credited me the amount that I said I had. But I didn't know that's what was happening. I thought they were saying the check is good. So 5 days later, they told me the check wasn't good. Well, they didn't really tell me. I found out because I finally was checking, and I was like, this doesn't feel right. What's going on? And found out in the process all this stuff. Lots of things. But the real key thing that really got me was that not understanding how the bank worked. So I could have asked someone about how the bank worked and what it meant when I scanned my check in there. That would have been a great question to ask, instead of just saying, well, the bank says it was great. They threw lots of information at me, and it was very confusing what they were sending to me. Well, it was vaguely confusing, which is even more difficult. So the implications here is that asking questions is great. I could ask questions of the clients instead of just feeling like I should trust them and that they know what they're doing and that they'll pay me for it because they weren't paying me for it. And to really ask, why am I sending money to the movers electronically for you when you could have done that yourself? What happened is when I thought that I had $3,000 in my bank because I thought this cleared, I didn't want their money, and so I tried to get rid of it because I didn't want to be involved in whatever the scam was. And turns out that I had fallen already for it, and so that's kind of tough. So asking lots of questions, having to have more clarity before I take actions of sending people money or other things in my life is the big thing there. Curiosity, curiosity, curiosity.